I'm going to share with you what astral projection actually feels like. And this is incredibly important if you're somebody who's practicing astral projection, because this is when you will know that you are actually astral projecting. And that begins right now. The one pronounced detail of an astral projection experience is a feeling of connectedness, a feeling of being one with everything around you and not separate from. You know, astral projection is something that we are actually doing right now. It's something that, according to something that Sadhguru says, and I just have to quote this because it was very interesting the way that he phrased this. And I'm going to paraphrase a bit, but he was saying that meditation is not an act that we do, it's a quality that we have. And it's very similar to the fragrance of a flower. A flower does not decide to have a fragrance, it merely has a fragrance. And so that's what a meditative mindset is like. That's what experiencing astral projection is like. It's a quality. It's something that is a part of us, whether or not we are aware of it. And so feeling a feeling of connectedness is what will bring you to the awareness of what we are experiencing right now in this present moment, that we are astral projecting. And so I say that you will know when you are astral projecting whenever you feel connected, because that is the feeling that reminds us of our place in the world, and that we are part of everything that we're surrounded by, and we're not separate from this. It's not that it's me versus everything else, or it's me and everything else. It's literally all one thing. And if you can realize that and live from that perspective, that is whenever you will be having astral projection experiences. So what is preventing us from having this feeling of connectedness? What is separating us? And the answer to that question is just merely our distractions. It's the way that our mind works. It's the thoughts that hold our attention and take us along for a ride. It's whenever we become overly emotional. These are experiences that we have that make us forget about the connected feeling that we are constantly experiencing. And the reason why this is so important is because whether or not you realize that you are connected to everything, and if you looked at your life and you looked at how every decision that you've made in your life has led you up to this moment, then you will see that. Even if for the majority of your life you have felt separated or ostracized or detached away from this experience that we are having, away from other people, that doesn't excuse you from the connectedness. That's merely another way of experiencing the connectedness, and that gives you particular outcomes. And that may be the reason why you feel the way that you feel, or at least that's how I felt the way that I felt, because for a long part of my life I thought that I needed to separate myself from the crowd, and that I needed to find some way to be better than everybody else. But ultimately I realized that by me trying to be better than everybody else, that is me playing a trick on myself, because I am those other people. It's our distractions that make us feel like we have to be better than other people. We are distracted because we're seeing the way that they're living, wishing the way that we lived the way that they lived, experiencing the things that they're experiencing. But whenever we are doing that, we are not mentally in this place right now. We are not present. Our mind has wandered off into some place that it is not. And so whenever we compare ourselves to other people, we are allowing ourselves to become distracted away from the truth of this reality that we're experiencing, that this experience that we are having is absolutely unbelievable for what it is as individual human beings. And that if we can keep that in mind and observe ourselves from a higher perspective using exercises like meditation that bring our awareness back to the present moment, and being able to be aware of what is going on around us in much larger and larger levels, then that is whenever we will begin to live our lives from the perspective of an astral projection experience. Subscribe to this channel if you would like to see more videos like this one, and make sure to smash that like button if you like this video and if it was helpful to you. And until the next video, I love you all. Peace.